Oh, we. I'm sitting here watching 911. I'm caught up on my movies since I been up for the past hour and a half, almost 2 hours. And I guess this is a hadn't come on yet. 911 is coming on this Sunday. This is just what happened last season. Cause that woman died. Guess I'm talking to myself, but that's okay. That's fine. So who in the world is up this time of night? Ooh, he slapped the mess out of her. Okay, I'm gonna have to erase this. They're going way too far back. Let me get my peanut butter. No one's here yet. No one's watching. That's fine. I don't see that. Mm. No one's watching. Just do it.
If you get a CPAP machine, don't even take it home until you have your So Clean machine right with it because they are a marriage made in heaven.
Close the door, Bob.
You cook some meat.
No, I'm fixing peanut butter and some apples.
Who's going to lunch?
I'm doing a live stream.
Not talk about constipation. No more occasional constipation with
Mm.
proven effective Menopause satisfaction guarantee for your ladies.
Well, hi, Trendon. How you doing? This is Phyllis. Oh, 20 minutes before I could see a client. I couldn't sleep, Trendon, so I woke up. You're fine. Having some peanut butter and apples. Couldn't sleep. And some peppermint tea. I have a client at 10 this morning. It is now 4 something here in the morning. Yes, it's very early. It's a.m. And I couldn't sleep and just thought I'd just say, let's do this. And just tossing a coin and see who's there. I know I can always get my friends from the other side of the world. How's it been going, Trendon?
This morning, Third Korean summit is
I
underway.
don't like to eat on camera.
Moon Jae-in landing overnight in Pyongyang, greeted by North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un. As you can see here, the three-day meeting
Oh, that's great.
rise between the U.S. and North
I haven't been
Korea
doing a live stream because I've been just so busy.
process. Joining us live
Yes, me too. Busy, 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 Trending. Busy.
bill
And trying to plan a little trip for next month.
nuclearization
It's our anniversary. So we're just trying to go somewhere. Nothing fan, fabulous this time. Maybe just a little three-day road trip. Hi, Whisper, how you doing? I think you know Trending. I was just dedicating this to those people that have sleep apnea, or people that work third shift, or people on the other side of the world just getting up and say, let's do this. I don't know who I'm going to get, but I just threw something in the air and see what sticks. And so I have Trending. I think you know Trending, Whisper. If not, please say hello to each other. This is just a chit chat, and let's do this. Because I get a lot of people out around about 6 or 7 o'clock. Oh, great. Yes. You like Whisper. What's up, Whisper? I don't like to eat on videos, but live streams, I guess an exception. I was eating some peanut butter and apples for a snack and have some peppermint tea and watching news before I start reading. Yes, we had a hurricane 5 hours from here. My family was caught right in the thick of it. They had to evacuate, but I heard from them yesterday. They're doing fine. So I'm excited about that, and I'm grateful about that because I tell people all the time the best way to guard against depression and things is be grateful. Yes, is to be grateful. You know, a lot of people stuck, Trina, you know that, in depression and anxiety and things of that nature. And I think it's because we have a hard time accepting the fact that we're not in control of most things that happen in life. We're not in control, and that we borrow from the next moment or tomorrow or the next hour, and we cannot do that. And that's a recipe for disaster and failure. So I try to stay grateful uh, in life, and I try to teach other people to be grateful and to be thankful. to be grateful and to be thankful. Yes, that's right. That's right, Trending. To be great, grateful, gratitude. And sometimes people associate being, when you say things like, yeah, it's very important. When you say to be grateful, they want to attach religion to it for some unknown reason, but it has nothing to do with religion or your preference. It's just to wake up in the morning and to realize and to be grateful to the all powerful. Yes, that's a blessing, Whisper. Yes, yes, good for you, Whisper. My stepdaughter took my husband out to eat last Monday, and she wanted to spend a lot of money on us. Wanted to get lobster tails and stuff like that, and I didn't want her to spend that kind of money on us. But she keep insisting she wants to have lobster tails, and she just bought a new condo and no kids. She's educated and she's doing great. And so I think I'm gonna break down and just let her treat us. She's bent on buying us lobster tails, so we'll gladly accommodate her. But back on the topic of gratitude, you have to be 100% grateful. Things may not always appear, may not be what you want them to be, but we're still here, and we could just count the things we can be grateful and thankful for. We're on this side of the world. We're not 6 feet under. You still have your health. You still have your loved ones. You still have your family. So you have to just take time to be grateful. Right. We shouldn't take life for granted. We should not, Trending. We should not. Like I say, because when you lose something, it's gone. So you have to be thankful. I'm thankful to God that I have my other four senses. Well, three rather. I don't have a sense of smell and taste. I lost it almost 2 years ago. But it's fine. That was my reality. I live with it now, and that's okay. That was a time when it really got me down, but you have to accept your new realities. We all get new realities every day. You all know that. I did a live stream about that a couple weeks ago. Um, what's your new reality? Identify it, and identifying things is half the battle. Once you identify something, you're on the road to solving it. But you got to be able to identify it. Do you guys like peppermint tea? I use a Bigelow. Bigelow tea does not have caffeine in it. Yes, that's right, Trinity. The basic things in life. You have our eyes, we can see, a lot of us can smell and taste. You know what? We have jobs. Can you imagine if you have bills to pay and you didn't have a job? So we can always find fault. We can always find something wrong. But that takes a lot of energy to just look for the negative. Take that energy and turn it around positive. Look at the positive things you're thankful for. You have to be thankful for. You can find something. Just like you have to train yourself to look at the positive side of life. You really have to train yourself to do that. Right. You have to train yourself. You have to eliminate bad habits out of your life. You really do. You know. And I went to this seminar some years ago, a couple of years ago, I was talking about, it was a seminar about being healthy, taking care of your body. And it was saying that research has shown that doctors have done research and that it takes at least 21 days to change a bad habit. 21 days for your mind to grasp that concept, to change a bad habit and to get used to a new habit. And I've learned to not get too overwhelmed by too many things you want to change, but to pick one something you would like to change in your reference to your diet. And for me, it was getting off sweets. So I didn't tackle the sweets. Yes, it's difficult to change a bad habit and implement a new habit. You got to replace with something else. So I wanted to learn how to drink more water. So what I did was I found out that it's very important that in the morning you hydrate your body. So what I did was for 21 days, I woke up every morning and had 8-ounce glasses of water, 8 ounces of water or tea. I don't drink a lot of coffee, but 8 ounces, and then throughout the day. So I learned how to hydrate my body. So it took me 21 days to actually form that habit. Hi there, Nathan's Adventures. How you doing? Yes, we're talking about being grateful and just connect. I think you know everybody here, and most of the people here from the other side of the world. It's still very early here, and I couldn't sleep, so I just thought I'd get up. Hi, the life of this housewife. Hey, Kim, how you doing? I just couldn't sleep, so I just got up early this morning and having some peppermint tea and some apples and some peanut butter. And we're just talking about being grateful. And I think you know everyone here, Kim. If you don't, guys, please speak to Kim. And I hope you all have seen Kim's latest video about a friend she lost because it was misunderstanding. It was a lot, but I don't want to give it away. But please check out Kim's video. I enjoyed that, Kim. So it's talking about being grateful and looking at the bright side of life and be grateful, like Trendon said, his mentor taught him the things you have. We have our health and our strength. We woke up this morning. We know those of us that are here, we woke up this morning. We're on this side of the world. So we have that to be thankful for this morning. Um, Yes, you're quite welcome. You're quite welcome. So we're just sitting here just chatting. So let's do this. It's early, and I have a client to see at 10 o'clock this morning, but I'm free the rest of the day after that, so I could probably get a nap in, or I'm not working tomorrow. I'm not working Thursday. I'm working Friday. So that's one advantage. See, I'm thankful for that, Trending. Even though if I can't sleep, I don't have to report to a job the next couple of days, so I can get rest in between. So I'm thankful for that. Right, I can sleep, but and I found out that I do have sleep apnea. Not a very severe case. I have sleep apnea, and I think I got my sleep apnea when I worked third shift at a hospital. Well, I have sleep apnea. I worked for almost 10 years on third shift at the hospital when I was in nursing. And some years ago, I gained some weight. I've lost it since. And so I had a sleep study done. No, I'm not worried about anything. I have sleep apnea. Um, but it's gotten better. Not real. I'm not worried about anything. It just that's the way it happens sometimes. So I just get on up and either read the Bible, read a book, watch television. I'm not one of those type of people who get up and start cleaning. I've done enough cleaning in my day. I do clean, but that's not my favorite thing to do. I do because I have to. Right. So, but I think being on the third shift can be very traumatic to the body. Yeah, your sister starts cleaning. But you know what, Trending? When I'm angry, when I was younger, I don't get as angry as I used to. But I teach anger management. But anyway, I used to want to clean when I got angry. Yes, I would get the broom and I would clean, and I'm talking and I'm cleaning. And my girlfriend used to tell me, Phyllis, when you get angry, just come over my house. Because I used to like to clean. That's weird, isn't it? But I've always been mindful of not to let anything that I'm going through bleed over onto someone else. So I would take mine on cleaning. And it was very therapeutic for me to clean as opposed to eating. And I found out a lot of times we eat for comfort. And so once you identify why are you eating, you're really not hungry. You just feel like you want to just appease your body, so you start eating. Right, right. We can make anything like good. There's positive therapy and there's negative therapy. So we have to learn to take the things that are positive that work for us and apply them. Things that are detrimental to our body, our mind, and our soul, our spiritual being, We want to eliminate those things because they can be very traumatic. So life is about identifying. Knowing is half the battle. Knowing is half the battle, guys. If we know, that's half the battle. Kim, I'm having some peppermint tea. And this is not a commercial, but I'm going to show you. You know, a lot of people don't realize that a lot of herbal teas can have caffeine in them. So I like this this Bigelow brand. Can you see that? Bigelow. Bigelow products don't have caffeine in them. You have to really read. I did not know that till last year, really, that just because it's a tea does not mean it says natural. You have to make sure there's no caffeine in it. So peppermint tea is great, guys, for a lot of things. Yes, and that mint tea is good too, Kim. The mint tea, and Bigelow is a great black brand. And I received, I'm gonna do another video, I guess. I might do it on this one. I may do it. I received my pinch box. And remember these, Kim? Pinch box. These are free. And so I received my pinch box. I used to keep up with this, but I just happened to go to my email one day and there it was. Oh, you like coffee? You know, coffee is not so bad, you know, in moderation. Trending, Kim, Whisper, Nature, you all know I teach and I personally believe in moderation. Moderation in all things. You can take a good thing and abuse it and make it harmful to you. So I believe in moderation. You know, moderation, and also who you are and what you do. Like I was eating these apples, and yes, I like Earl Grey teas. Yes, good for you, trending. Good for you. That sugar is awful. Sugar is my demon food, and it's toxic to me. I don't care what anybody says. Sugar is very toxic to me. I have to watch sugar. So when I drink my natural teas, I don't put anything in my teas. When I eat oatmeal, I don't put anything in oatmeal. And my next thing, trending I'm working on is becoming gluten free. I want to obtain and adopt a gluten free diet. That's my next goal I'm working on. I started this week because I think gluten affects me. I hadn't had bread in 4 days. Yes. I haven't had bread in 4 days and I feel a lot better because I noticed when I would eat bread, whether it's wheat, a bagel, whole grain, white, it would bother me. So I think now I am going to start purchasing. I know it's going to be a little costly, but that's okay. Gluten-free bread. That's going to be the first thing. Like I said, one step at a time. Gluten-free. We've already tried gluten-free oatmeal. You know, there is a such thing as gluten-free oatmeal. Yes, gluten-free oatmeal. So, yeah, try it, Nathan's Adventures. Try it. You and just notice because a lot of people there's a disease called cilia. It has a lot to do with inflammation, and it's similar to people that have that's intolerant to gluten. um, a lot of inflammation, a lot of GI problems, a lot of digestion problems, a lot of um, anxiousness. I don't have that, but you don't have all the symptoms. So it's really important that you watch what you eat because a lot of things can be very toxic and be cause a lot of inflammation in the body. So we are what we eat, guys. We have to be careful. Excuse me. We have to be careful what we put in our bodies because we are what we eat, and our bodies are the temple. And I don't like to eat on camera, but this is my peanut butter and apples. Right? Have you tried? Have you guys tried peanut butter and apples for a snack? It's really gonna be my breakfast. And I keep looking up because the television is on. Yes, try it, trending. Um, Just take an apple and cut it with peanut butter. Thank you. Thank you. Have a finish that. Get a little nap in, Kim. I'm going to be here for a while. Thank you, Kim. But Trendon, if you try it, make sure you eat the peelings on the apple. You know that. I'm sure you already know that. It's health benefits in the peeling in the apples. But and try not to buy cut apples. You know, you can see this in the stores, and here in the United States, you can buy apples and peanut butter in the grocery stores. But I don't recommend too many pre-cut types of fruit because bacteria can set up on it. It's best to buy your fruit and cut it up yourself. So I just cut up an apple and put it with peanut butter. Very good, very filling, and a lot of protein. So, and it fills you up. So what are you guys gonna do today? I know Kim's trying to get her another little snooze before her alarm goes off. Trina, you have a client. Whisper, you still there? Nathan, what are you gonna do today? Because this stream is still early, and a lot of my parents, once they get those kids up, they'll start coming in here. Mm. You know, guys, the death toll has risen to 32 people. That's awful. 32 people have lost their life to Hurricane Florence. I'm so grateful that my family got out. Oh, it's terrible, guys. But we have to remember those that are still dealing with this. Oh, trains. It is awful, guys. It's worse than what we thought. Catastrophic flooding. That is terrible, guys. We just in the last days. I really believe that. A lot of people don't like to hear that and believe that, but I believe that. Their environment is angry, just like people. Yes, it's a good idea. It just depends on where it is trending. It just depends. I have a county that's not too far from me. Yeah, you need to do. Yeah, make sure you do your research. Just depend what you're looking for. If you want warm weather, now the states that have a lot of that's near the ocean, it's beautiful, but you have to worry about the hurricanes and stuff. But if you inland, Georgia, Florida, Mississippi, not so bad. That's south. Yes, it's a great country. I've been to Europe, a couple of places, and I've been to Central America. But yeah, I was born in the U.S. It's nothing like the U.S. I mean, we have our challenges like everybody else, but that's just the world. That's just the world we live in. There's no perfect place. We all know that. But we have to do our research and depend on what you're looking for. And if you decide to move to the United States, you know how to get in touch with me, Trendon. Hmm. Ooh, the Netherlands. Oh, I don't know, Trendon. My son is thinking about moving to the Philippines. Yes. My son is thinking about moving to the Philippines. Isn't that something? He was going to move to Vietnam. Yes. Never been to the Netherlands. I've been to Switzerland, Austria, Italy. I've been to Central America, Costa Rica, and I've been to a lot of places in the United States. I haven't been out west. I haven't been to Utah, Arizona. Yes, I've been to Arizona. I've been to Arizona. I haven't been to California, Utah. Yes. Yeah, I used to travel a lot. Now I just travel the United States. Most of the travel, The last trip I went to was in Las Vegas, in Nevada. I went to Las Vegas. Yeah, so my husband doesn't like to fly anymore, so we have to take the car. Unfortunately, he does not like to travel anymore. Oh, I'm looking at CNN. Excuse me, guys. It's very rude. I'm having a live stream going on, and I'm eating, and I'm trying to watch television. But forgive me, that's so rude. I welcome you into my home. Oh, a director win, and he proposes to his girlfriend on stage. That's so romantic. A director won an Emmy, and then he took the opportunity to propose to his girlfriend. I love that. I really like the institution of marriage. Don't you, Trendon? Very romantic, yes. And Trendon, when I do workshops with couples, that's one of the biggest thing that's one of their challenges. Most women feel the husband not as romantic, that he used to be romantic and he stopped being romantic. But life has a way of creeping in, but you have to make time for each other. We have to make time for each other. 'Cause whatever you did together or get him, you got to keep it going. Trending, do you do live streams? If I think if you have, I've never seen one of your live streams. Yes. Do you do live streams, Trending? I know Kim does. I don't think Whisper does live stream. No, you're not. You're not afraid. Come on, Trending. You're a musician and a motivational speaker. Come on now. Now, um, it's quite different when if I'm doing a presentation of something or I'm doing a class or uh, holding a workshop or working with couples. My style I can be professional, but it's still more relaxed. But a live stream, you can be more yourself in a live stream. You already know this. But in a professional setting, you have to be professional. But live stream, it's nothing scary. It's not scary, but you're vulnerable. I think you're more vulnerable, and you know that, as opposed to a video. A video, you just make that video. Okay, I hope I make sure I catch that. That would be nice. That would be very nice. Because I love live. I streaming live. I love the live chats. They're a lot of fun. Now, a lot of people are afraid to do it because you are more vulnerable. You really are. Because you don't know who's going to pop in. Yes, I would tune in. Definitely. You know I would tune in. Okay. Because when you do a live stream, it's just like a live stream is just like my son, D. Bailey and Associates. I'm sure you checked them out. D as in dog, Bailey and Associates. He's a real estate broker. So yes, have you checked him out? Go leave a comment so he can have your information trending in case you guys decide to move here. And his wife is a real estate agent. He's a broker. And he does live streams all the time. His live streams are, like I say, they're more professional because he's talking about real estate. He has a lot of history about moving to Atlanta, which I have a little video I made, a couple of videos I made, moving to Atlanta. I don't know if you've seen it, but check out D. Bailey and Associates trending because his are more like a professional spiel. He has commercials and everything, and mine is more like me. I just have to keep it real. I have to be me. So, right. So, live stream, it just you invite someone into your home. That's why you have rules and you set guidelines and parameters, housekeeping rules that when you come, like in my live stream, I ask that everyone be respectful and courteous of each other and that you speak to each other, um, check each other out. And I try to acknowledge everybody because there's nothing worse than to go to a live stream and people don't acknowledge you. And sometimes as the stream gets larger, it's harder to call everybody names. So I try to stay connected. I know Nathan's Adventures here. Kim had to go finish a nap, take a nap. Whisper's here. Yes, some people aren't. But you just have to, like, you delete them, and have moderators. Set up moderators, because I have I think you're one of my moderators, trending. Moderators are people that can help you delete negative comments and trolls when people do come in. And for the most part, you don't address the trolls. You see them, and then you don't see them. So you don't give those type of people energy. You don't fuel that fire. You don't fuel that fire with comments. You just ignore them. Yes, that's right. That's unfortunate, but they do. They really do. Like I said, I have gone to live streams when I was the only person of color there, and no one acknowledged me. Yes, you ignore them. That's right. No one acknowledged me. The host did not acknowledge me. And I did a couple of times. I did it on purpose just to see what this environment was like, what type of person this host was. And it didn't take me long to realize that this person was not interested or receptive or warm to people of color, and did not really want them in her stream by her behavior. Her behavior was indicative of that. So that's fine with me. Like I said, I kept it moving. That's what you do. You keep it moving. You keep it moving. Because I'm not here on YouTube to get rich, make money. I'm here because this is my passion, this is my calling, and this is why I'm here, to make a difference. To make a difference. If one person's life is impacted in a positive way, and I made a difference in their life, then me being on YouTube was not in vain. So me being here was not in vain. So I think if you stay focused in that manner and stay true to who you are, and always remember why you here, why are you on this platform, you have fun. And I cannot stress it enough. I will continue to stress this: having fun, spreading positivity, inspiration, and motivation. That's what it's all about. And I think when you deviate from your original goal and objective, that's when you lose sight. That's when you lose sight. That's my personal opinion. That's when you lose sight of who you are and where you want to go. Yes, you have to always ask yourself the question: where do I want to take my channel? Where do I want to go? Who do I want to reach? Who is my audience? If I reach some other people in between, that's fine. But my main objective is to show people that we can enjoy this process. We can make a difference. Now, that's not your goal and objective, then you do whatever it is. So just stay true to who you are. And the live streams have to flow. The topic may start out talking about, yes, in a live stream, your topic may start out talking about eating healthy. It may end up talking about how to get through, how to handle anxiety, how to avoid depression. So it just depends when you do a live stream. I was in a live stream last night. We start off talking, she was talking about the giveaway, who won her giveaway. We end up talking about mukbangs and mukbangs or whatever that is, or just a whole lot of stuff. So you just never know where a live stream is going to go. So you have to be prepared, Trending. You already know that. You have to be prepared because you don't know where the live stream, because of conversation. It's a live conversation. And so a lot of people wait till everybody come to their live stream. I don't. I just get started. Sometimes I wait till a few people come just to see, and then I just let it flow. It's more natural that way to me. Just let it flow. Excuse me. And so I have time to do live stream. Yeah, I have time to do live stream. So if I do a live stream for an hour or two, that's nothing for me because I have time. I have time to spare. So that's why I mostly do streams once a week because in between during the week I'm busy. I don't have time to upload and edit videos. And preferably, I just like live streams better. I really do. It's more human connection. I'm about human connections. What time is it there, trending? It's still showing 6 people. What time is it there? I know Nathan is in the UK. 10:50. Ooh. So you're almost what, 5 hours? Oh yeah, 10:50 in the morning. I know. So your first client is soon. Trina, I really appreciate you all the time. You're one of my diehards. You and Nathan Adventures and a couple others be here soon. And then people ask me, when am I going live? I really can't say on Sundays. I don't know when. Oh, 11:30. You got to get prepared. Yeah. Yeah, mine is at 10. So I'll leave here about 9:15. It's my first time going. And I'm ready to, I need to set up another workshop for couples.
These folks, they don't have time to go to the post office. They have businesses to grow, customers to care for, lives to get home to. They use stamps.com for discounted postage for any letter, any package, anytime, right from your
Yeah.
computer. All the amazing services of the post office, only cheaper. Get our special TV offer.
Have you ever been to the United States,
Postage and a digital
Trendon?
scale. Go to stamps.com.
Nathan, are you there? Have you been to the United States? I don't know if Whisper's still there, showing 6 people. Maybe just checking people out. Have you ever visited here, Trendon?
At Passages Malibu, we treat and heal the underlying causes of addiction so you can live a healthy, addiction-free life. This is not a 12-step program. I should know. I was an addict for 10 years. Now I'm not. To end your addiction now, visit passagesmalibu.com or call
Mm.
888-644-CURE.
Oh, really? Oh, you hadn't been since you were a child. Oh, it's changed. It's changed. Drastic changes. Because I don't even recognize. Okay. Yeah, Florida, me too, many times. New York, I've been to New York. Okay. Which you like the best? Oh, you knew the Twin Towers. Okay. Oh, the White House. Yes. Okay. A lot of history. So you like the South or the North better? Oh, you don't remember if you were a child.
Stop Chantix and get help right away if you have any of these. Tell your healthcare provider if you've had depression or other mental health problems. Decrease alcohol use while taking Chantix. Use caution when driving or operating machinery. The most common side effect is nausea. I don't think about cigarettes anymore. Talk to your doctor.
Oh, yes, I know. It was trending. It was terrible. That was a sad day for our country. It really was. It was a sad day for our country. 9/11. It was terrible. And like they said, we always remember where we were, what we were doing around that time. We'll never forget it. We'll never forget it. We will never forget what we were doing around that time. It's etched in our minds forever. Yes, I was too. It's still hard for me to watch. I don't like to watch the actual footage they show on television where the towers are coming down. That's very hard for me to watch. Very hard. And they show, they said some of the first responders are still suffering from a lot of illnesses from inhaling the fumes and working down there at 9/11 ground zero. Yeah, they have a lot of illnesses and lung problems and cancer and all types of stuff. They're still dealing with that. Yes. My husband talks about it too. When I went to New York, I didn't go inside the Twin Towers. I didn't go inside the Twin Towers. But my husband remembered the Twin Towers. He was born in the South, but he spent 25, almost 30 years in New York. Yeah, so he misses, he said he still misses New York. But he would never go back to live.
Key historical figures like Hillary Clinton and Helen Keller may disappear from social studies courses in the state of Texas.
Yeah, I know you all have,
Board of
people in
Education
Europe have an
recommends
opinion about us here in the States.
can dive deeper into other topics. The Board of Education says it realizes people will disagree on what should remain, but the state requires too much material to jam into one year.
Oh, now they're arguing about who's going to go in our.
Discuss the excised figures, but it just won't be mandatory. Decisions on who to include and
Hmm.
remove are based on recommendations from voluntary
Okay, you like the States. All right, good. Yeah, you make sure you stay in touch if you ever decide to come this way, because you. And when you do training, you want to own, because our rental property is very expensive in the United States. It's going up more and more every day, so it's best to own your own home here in the States, especially in the big cities.
Julie Chen stepping down as co-host of the CBS daytime series.
Oh,
It comes a week after her husband, former CBS chairman
mm.
Les Moonves, was forced
Boy,
under her class.
everybody's being accused of
Chen is expected to address her decision.
inappropriate behavior. A lot of these celebrities are being accused of
And she's decided to focus. Her focus needs to.
inappropriate sexual behavior. That is terrible.
Chen will continue to host the CBS reality show.
You just can't say and do anything you want to these days.
Talk given the obvious tension that might exist every time the Me Too movement is discussed.
Yeah.
Saturday Night Live revealing its first host and musical guest for the upcoming season, actor Adam Driver nails Kylo Ren.
Bill Cosby. Oh, yes. Bill Cosby trending. We have many, many more, honey, than Bill Cosby. That's terrible. That is terrible.
Saturday Night Live opens the season already on a roll, winning Best for
You have to be careful. As a man, you have to be careful. Women have to be careful too. R. Kelly. Yeah, R. Kelly has some real serious problem. R. Kelly has some serious problem. He's borderline between a pedophile, they say. I don't know. But he get in a lot of trouble with these young girls. This world is just crazy. I have a couple of supporters that live in the UK, well, in London, and they was talking about the crime there is terrible. That how the crime is really on the rise in the UK. That's what she was sharing with me. Yes. You probably know her, Mia's page, UK. Mia was sharing it with me. She was doing a live stream one day, and she was talking about the crime in the UK and about the guns and the murders. So it's everywhere. It's just the world, just people, you know. Yeah, she was sharing that with me about the crime. But you know, it's sad. It's social economic issues that contribute to that because, you know, trending as a social worker, you see it's a cycle. It's a vicious cycle. Um, the parents are addicted to all types of substances, drugs, and alcohol, and the kids are left to survive for themselves. Yes, and then the state gets involved, and these kids are moved from home to home, and every time you move a kid, they acquire new baggage, negative stuff attached. So It's a cycle here, guys. And another thing too, we have a broken system. Our child welfare system is a broken system. That's just the way it is. It's broken, and um, and I always say it's broken because the powers that be, I think, don't involve the people as much as they should that are actually doing the work. So they manage from top to bottom, not from bottom to top. So they style of managing, their style of changing, their style of their approach to addressing issues and writing policies and procedures are not really conducive to what the issues are and what really need to happen to solve problems. And there are a lot of system barriers. There are a lot of, let's be for real, financial challenges, and the funds are not being put in the areas that really matter. And unfortunately, it's uh, it's all political because children are the ones that don't have a voice. Sometimes corruption, yes. Kids usually, we know kids to politicians don't matter because they don't vote. And so that's why I like being an advocate for those in need or families or supporting those, being an advocate because they need a voice. And unfortunately, these kids don't have a voice. They don't have their parents advocating for them. They have social workers and staff and things that being their voice or trying. And you know how that's going to fall through the cracks because there are not enough people that really genuinely care to make a difference. You know, some people care. We all care. But just to care is not enough that are willing to get in the trenches. And what I mean by that is, no, everybody can't be a social worker, but everybody can give back to the community in some form or fashion. We all can give back. Some kind of way we can give back. Little steps can make a difference. So until the system, each state actually invite people to be a part of the platform or the forum to try to change things and stop being so stubborn, then things not going to get better. They're not going to get better. And I'm not saying that's a gloom, but if you keep doing the same thing, you'll get the same results. So patching stuff up is not going to fix it. You got to get to the root of things, and the root of our demise here in the United States and our child welfare system is a breakdown in the family unit. And that's just it. There's a serious issue. There's a serious missing links. Not one link, a lot of missing links in the child welfare system. So, but we do what we can. And I think each one of us make a commitment to ourselves and to him that we're going to be the one to make a difference. So that's what I'm all about, just making a difference in each other's life. If we all adopt that principle, we have a much better world. If we adopt that principle that I'm going to make a difference, I'm going to try my best to make a difference, and you say I'm going to try my best to make a difference, things will be a whole lot better. Eat some more peanut butter and apples. Some people be joining soon because what time is it now? Oh, are you waking up over here now? Thank you, Trend, and you take care. And I hope y'all have a great session. And I hope you reach your goals and objectives today. Take care. Bye bye. And thank you for participating.
Kavanaugh spent 9 hours at the White House Monday huddling with his confirmation team, one official describing him as shaken but focused. The
No
administration
problem.
determined to defend Kavanaugh's integrity and bolster his public image ahead of Monday's hearing. White House officials are now contacting many of these 65 women who signed a letter of support for Kavanaugh to see if they're willing to publicly.
Okay, Whisper. Thank you. You've been so quiet. I knew you were still here. What are you doing today before you go? You have a nice day, Whisper. Thank you. One still watching. Who is it? Nathan. I'm having some peanut butter and apples. Sick. Oh no. Feel better, Whisper. Stay in touch. We just got a bug too. It's going around. Take care.
But the top Republican on the committee, Devin Nunes, disagrees.
I don't know how many times they're going to run that play call, but it's laughable that they're saying this is going to somehow.
Having my breakfast.
This is
Apples and peanut butter.
transparency for the
And
American
peppermint tea.
all the information really that I think the American people will need to see because for 2 years we've been force feeding.
Oh, the kids gave it to you. Yes, I got mine from Xander.
Not clear when these materials will be
I know. A lot of congestion. Take care.
The former hurricane is being blamed now for 32 deaths. Virginia reporting its storm-related fatality after a tornado from the system's outer bands
32 people.
near Richmond. Yesterday, this train derailed in Lilliesville, where the storm washed train tracks
Oh, it's terrible.
in the very same area last night, forcing evacuation.
With more rain coming, officials are bracing for catastrophic and historic river flows across the Carolinas. Take a look at Interstate 40 and
30 people did.
far as the eye can see, overflowing from the
Okay.
That river will start rising again.
Okay.
Conditions could get even worse.
James Ammon just moved to Wilmington a few weeks ago. He lost his farm when he said he tried to help.
Drink a lot of fluids, Whisper.
He's been in and out of 3 shelters, but he's keeping it all in perspective.
Mm.
People in here as well as houses, people as well
That's
as
terrible.
people, you know, and it's hard to see that. And but at the same time, you just got to be grateful for what you have right now, because I think
That's right. You got to be grateful and thankful for what you have.
I've been so grateful for what we have, so it's being taken away from us.
Later this morning, residents of Brightsville Beach, North Carolina, where Florence made landfall, they will be allowed to return home. Still about
Ooh, that's terrible.
customers in North and South Carolina are without power, and 2,600 people have been rescued from floodwaters. And again, those waters will keep rising.
For a look at the biggest threats remaining in the Carolinas and how the remnants of Florence will soak the Northeast today, let's check in with meteorologist John Delegate.
Still one person here. I don't know who it is. No people watch. You can't go in the house because I can't take. Oh, really? I know. Do you have a fever? Congestion?
That's the biggest concern. Slow motion disaster is often described when it comes to these sort of flooding events. But
Did the kids run fever with their cold? I didn't. I didn't have a fever, but I thought I was gonna die.
where the core of what was once Florence began to push through the region. Expect some heavy rainfall into the afternoon hours, maybe late morning, early afternoon, chilly New York, and a few thunderstorms, and that is about it.
I didn't know this colds nowadays are terrible. You have a cold? This cold we had lasted 3 weeks. Oh, they're 15 and 17. Oh, okay. Boys or girls?
Okay, John, thanks. A new darling of comedy cleaning up.
15 and 17s are kind of rough ages, boy. You don't recognize your kids at that age. Girl, oh, I didn't have girls, I had boys. Okay. Girls, they say, aren't so bad. A lot of people say the girls may have more attitudes than boys. But I say all of them are difficult around that age. You don't recognize them. When my children were little, I used to look at them when they were teenagers. I said, where are my sweet little 3 and 4 year olds? I missed them when they were that age.
Third time, the show was hosted by SNL
Oh, they love school.
Holly Jones,
Now, see, that's the difference. Most of the time, boys don't like school.
addressed Hollywood and the Me Too movement.
Oh, girls, okay. Yeah, I think, girl, I have a stepdaughter, but she's grown now. She just finished college a couple years ago. Yeah. I think kids are awesome. I think kids are a joy. I really do. Kids are a blessing. And that's why I like working with children. I really work with children and adults.
You're a network executive. That's the scariest thing you can possibly hear. Except maybe Sir Ronan Farrow is on line one.
What are you doing for that cold, Whisper? Are you taking something, or you just treating the symptoms, or just letting it run its course?
I only have 37 seconds. I wrote this 43 years ago. Okay. Okay. Can I just say Skip Brittenham said to me a long time ago, if you stay at the table long enough, the chips come to you. And tonight, I got to clear the table.
Henry Winkler just won his first Emmy. Would you believe that? You remember the Fonz on Happy Days? He just won his first Emmy.
My mom and your parents watching.
I guess you can be an actor, actress for years and don't win an Emmy.
Will you marry me?
After winning an award for the Oscars, Glenn Weiss proposed to his girlfriend on the
But he had been really very embarrassed.
That night it was all about speed, quick speeches.
Oh, so the med's not working. No, only thing that worked for me, Whisper, I'm here to tell you, I actually just took me some plain old salty water that my mom used to use, and I actually made some salty, warm salty water. I would gargle with that warm salty water, and I would take that warm salty water, and I would actually put it in my nostril to dry up some of that congestion, and it helped me a whole lot. Saline, that's all you can buy in the store. I just make my own saline water, and I put drops in my nose 3 times a day, and it helped to dry up some of that inflammation and that mucus. Plain old saline water. If you don't want to make it yourself, you can buy it in the drugstore. And to get some sleep. Let your body fight that cold, and a lot of fluids. You got to do a lot of fluids, Whisper. You got a lot of fluid. Chicken soup. They don't know what it is, but it's something about chicken soup. It's the properties in chicken soup. They said that helps with colds, and they help. Chicken soup, saltine crackers. It's something about that salt, because that salt dries up a lot of that mucus. So those old home remedies will help me. But that cold lasted 3 weeks. No chicken. Okay. You don't eat chicken? You're vegan?
This is not a video game. This is not a screensaver.
Whisper, why are you up so early? You couldn't sleep?
Thanks to medicine that didn't exist until now. It today can save your life.
Oh, chicken make you sick? Really? Never heard that. I You up with the cold? Okay, I know it's so terrible, and the sad part about it, when you have a cold, and when it's warm, you can't sleep. Yes, you can't sleep when you get hot. So you have to have it hot. I mean, cold in the house. You just don't sleep. You can't sleep because you're so congested. So it's a vicious cycle. You need to sleep, but you can't sleep because you're so congested.
Strengthens and protects developing teeth and helps prevent cavities. At least
Oh, okay.
kids. Kids
No more chicken for you. Yeah. I can't eat I can't eat I used to love nuts. They cut the air off. Really? I have to have air. Oh, when I had a cold. Because I had my cold last month. What was that? In August? And it was still hot. I'm telling you, I had to have the air. Because I could not breathe.
of less joint pain and clearer skin.
This is my body of fruit.
Forgive me, Whisper. Have you done live streams before?
Humira targets
Have I ever been in one of your live streams? Or do you do live streams?
to both joint and skin symptoms.
Because you're so great about coming to my live streams. I really appreciate it. And I got to get caught up on some videos.
Humira is the #1.
You know, life just have a way. What I try to do is, once I have live streams, I try to make it a point to go to everyone that participated in my live stream. I actually go back to their channel. To me, this is common courtesy. I have enjoyed you guys, you and trending. And so I like to, just a common courtesy. People take time out to come to your live streams. You want to show respect and courtesy and check them out. Especially if they keep coming.
All right, as promised, the Trump administration announced
Okay.
tariffs on China.
I'll be over, Whisper.
$30 worth of goods. The new tariffs go into effect
I'll be over today. Get caught up on some of those streams. I've probably been over there.
5% at the end of this year, combined with tariffs enacted earlier this year, roughly now half of all products
Do you take anything to go to sleep? Because you need your rest. You need to sleep.
the consumer will likely pay a little
So your body can fight that cold.
new items include a watch,
Sometimes you need to take something so you can go to sleep.
server boards, and other IT equipment. Bad news for companies like Facebook and Google, which rely on Chinese electronics for their cloud computing and their data centers. Apple caught a slight break here. The Apple Watch and other Bluetooth devices are exempt for now. Yesterday, President Trump threatened additional tariffs and called on China's leaders to take swift action to end their country's unfair trade practices. And that did not go over well. Overnight, China announced it would
Oh,
countermeasures
me too. I hope so. Hope not too, Whisper.
This morning, a third Korean summit is underway. South Korean President
I hope not.
United in Pyongyang, greeted by North Korean dictator Kim
Yeah, the hospital's no joke.
comes as North Korea takes a fresh shot at the United States over the denuclearization
Hi, Diamond plus Aiden family. How you doing?
talks with the latest
Diamond, do you know Whisper?
during the summit.
Whisper, you know Diamond?
Well, Dave, it was certainly a very warm welcome.
Diamond plus 8 couldn't sleep, so been up for a while just talking about Whisper's not feeling good. Whisper have a cold.
To the Blue House of being the chief negotiator.
And I was up eating some apples and peanut butter and some peppermint tea. Bigelow peppermint tea. No caffeine. So that's what I was doing. Oh, you can't sleep either? Hope's nothing on your mind. I have sleep apnea. So that's why I can't sleep. It's not as bad as a lot of people sleep apnea. But if you know anything about sleep apnea, I had to test some years ago. And the doctor said my sleep apnea was mild. That I only stopped breathing like, okay. Some codeine cough, okay. All right. Yes, that's okay. You too, Diamond? Yeah, and at the time, I think I was 160, and he told me, say I had two options. I can get the CPAP machine, or I can lose some weight. So I opt to lose weight because I brought that CPAP machine home. Girl, that thing, I could not sleep in that thing. It was worse. So I lost some weight. So that helped me a whole lot. My husband said I don't snore anymore. He's always waking me up, hitting me. And I thought, this man hitting me. And he was hitting me hard. And I thought, he just trying to get him a slick hit. And I said, why you keep hitting me? He said, you act like you're not going to breathe. You act like you're not going to breathe. I said, what? So I went to the doctor and said I only stopped breathing 14 times, which is nothing. He said most people stop breathing 40. I have a girlfriend and a god sister stops breathing 40 some times in an hour. 40 something times an hour. So that's a lot. So, and sleep apnea, he told me, can also cause you to get other health problems, heart problems. It can lead to obesity. When you have sleep apnea, you gain weight. It can affect your heart. It just can be detrimental to the body. You have it too, Whisper? Ooh, millions of people have sleep apnea. It is terrible. And I think I got my sleep apnea. Yeah, that's a lot, Diamond. That's a lot. And so they have serious health problems. And when they have surgery, they have to really be careful. They have to take steps to make sure that when they put them to sleep, when they put them under, because their sleep apnea is so bad. So my sleep apnea is not as bad anymore, but there are still days I may get 5 hours. But I think I got my sleep apnea when I started working at the hospital. I worked third shift at the hospital, 11 to 7 for many, many years. And after that, I never slept the same. So I think that was the beginning of my sleep apnea. So third shift, I know people do what they have to do, but if you can avoid it, I know somebody got to work third shift. I get that, but it's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. It can really wreak havoc on your body. It can really, really wreak havoc on your body. And I did it because at the time I was divorcee, two young boys, and I need to be home with them during the day, in the evening. So I went on third shift. And I tried second shift first, 3 to 11. But those boys was too old to be left alone 3 to 11. So I actually went 11 to 7. So they would go to sleep, sleep all night, and I would be home before they wake up. So that's what I did. I did what I have to do. But third shift is no joke. And so I know you guys. So you have to really stay on top of that sleep apnea. You really do, guys. Because it brings on a lot of issues. You could be have to be careful because you get anxious, anxiety, depression, all that stuff. When you sleep deprived, and your immune system gets weak because you're not sleeping. That's why I was asking you, whisper, are you getting some sleep? Because you have sleep apnea and you're not sleeping. That's a double whammy. So I don't know what you're trying to do to help get some sleep, but have you tried melatonin? Melatonin works for some people. It's a natural sleep aid. Melatonin. Yes, very cranky. That's right, Diamond. Very cranky, irritated, depression, easily upset, anxious, worried, because your body have to sleep. You take meds. Okay. Yeah, so you can't just take a lot of herbs. You take medication. You can't mix them. A lot of people don't understand that if you're taking a lot of medication, you just can't go to the store and start picking up all these herbs because they may come contradict each other. So you have to make sure you know what you're taking because herbs are medicines too, just a natural medicine. So you have to be careful. But we people that have this sleep apnea, we have to really inspire, motivate, and help each other. Because I don't know about you guys, when I first got my sleep apnea, I used to lay there, then I would get anxious, then I get upset, then I get depressed because I thought everybody in the world is sleeping, I'm the only person up. That's what I felt like. But I'm not the only person up. So I've learned, and I did some research. They said the best thing to do when you can't sleep is to get up. Because when you lie there, your thoughts starts racing, you start getting anxious. I need to go to sleep, I have to go to work in the morning. So now and your anxiety has increased, and then you get sad because you can't sleep, and so it's a cycle. Oh, see, that's right, Diamond. 3 to 4 hours. Woo. And then you sleep good one day. That's how I am. But do you guys have a hard time going to sleep? I'm one of those persons that when I go to sleep, my husband, as soon as his head hit the pillow, he's out. But it takes me a while. I'll eventually go. It'll take me a while, and I may sleep 4 5 hours, and sometimes I go back. I'm not going back today. Yeah, it takes me a long time. But you know what? I told my husband last night. I remember something that helped me a long time ago, and I'm going to start back doing it. I had a little radio by my bed. Everything is better now. You can get up to date more type of tapes. There are tapes you can buy that like the sounds of the ocean or raindrops or streams, and this meditation tapes, and you can put these tapes in music without words, and that helped me to go to sleep. That helps me a lot. So I'm gonna start back playing my music, but the room has to be dark. I can play music from the television, but that light will keep me awake. So I'm going back to getting some meditational tapes and put back on my side of the bed so it help you to sleep. And there's a lot of things we can do. They say don't watch television. They gave me this pamphlet at the clinic that don't watch TV. Yes, they actually do help, Diamond. They really do. And they said don't watch TV or don't be on your phone or watching television at least an hour before you go to bed. It's something about the light from the television or cell phone, that light that interferes with you going to sleep. So don't watch television or be on your phone an hour before bedtime. And so if you're going to take a sleep thing like sleep aid, sleep apnea. Now I don't do sleeping pills. Guys, one time the doctor had me on Ambien. Whew, I thought I was going to lose my mind. I had got addicted to Ambien. In 1 year, I was addicted to Ambien. I really was, guys. And I did not like that feeling. And I would actually drive myself to work, and I had no clue how I got there. That Ambien is no joke. It's very addictive. And when I would take one of those Ambien, I could sit here and I could be talking to you. As soon as I would take that Ambien and put it in my mouth, not even 3 minutes later, it was like I'm knocked out like a light. But I did not like that feeling. So I actually weaned myself off those Ambien. And I have always, since that time, refused sleeping pills because it suppressed me too much. Because I have low blood pressure. And so by me taking a sleep aid, it just suppressed me more. So I had to be careful. I don't have high blood pressure. I have low blood pressure. So I can't do the sleeping aids. So I have to do anything natural. Or like you said, Diamond aid, the music, sometimes a little melatonin. But melatonin really worked for me because I wake up. So I don't stay asleep on melatonin. So why take it? But I also have learned, guys, I cannot do sugar at night. I do not do anything sweet like artificial sweetness or sugar. I cannot do that at night because it interferes with me sleeping. So I do know that sweets make sleep apnea worse, especially at night. Oh, they look so good. You can tell I'm hungry. So like some noodles and broccoli. Yeah, so we really have to watch what we eat, guys. And I'm eating diamond egg, apples, and peanut butter because I couldn't sleep. So I don't want to wake up in the middle of the night eating sugar. I used to eat cereal, but that sugar and those cereals was killing me. So now I do peanut butter and apples or some grapes, natural sweet. And I'm sorry, I don't like eating on camera. Everybody's different. Peppermint tea. Do y'all do a lot of, have you tried the chamomile tea or the catnip tea? I can't do chamomile tea. I don't know, something about that chamomile that affects me. Good in the diamond. Apples and peanut butter is very good. No, I can't do chamomile tea. Something about chamomile tea does not agree with my body. Chamomile tea does not work for me. And I do know Epsom salt. You take a bath with some lavender and Epsom salt. That helps you to relax too. Anything to help you go to sleep. Because I tell you, if you don't get your proper rest, you're going to be messed up. Yes, and the diamond 8 and whisper. Have you guys ever heard of calm? I'm buffering. Mm. Mm.
If you're waiting patiently for a liver transplant, it could cost you your life. It's time to get out of line